Hey, what's up pups, it's JR and welcome to a new season of Built to Destroy. But before this video starts, I'd like to take a second to thank our sponsor for this video, Amino. Amino is an app for iOS and Android that acts as a sort of community gathering place for pretty much any fandom and the like imaginable. There are hundreds, thousands, hell even tens of thousands of different Aminos you can join. So no matter your interests, I guarantee that there is an Amino for you. Speaking of, one of the things I like about this app is the moment you make an account like this dump account I've made here, one of the first things you're greeted with is a list of different genres and broad cultures that you can pick your various interests from. This helps Amino find groups that you might be interested in, and it seems to work pretty well. As you can see, it suggested the Marble Hornets and SCP Foundation Aminos because I tagged my interest in horror, and I immediately joined both, completely forgetting that this was on my dump account, Stephen Bills. And of course, there is a Warframe Amino with over 12,000 current members. When you join an Amino, you can view posts other members have made, comment on them to give your 2 cents, and even follow specific members if you find you really enjoy what they post. But if you want something more than just an app to scroll through when you're on the toilet or at the bus stop, there are chat rooms for each Amino you join that are made by other members, so you can join whichever one strikes your fancy. Unfortunately though, no chat rooms were active on the Warframe Amino when I was getting this footage, but I've seen several different chats ranging from simple back and forth conversation, to role-playing, to new players helping new players. All in all, this is a great little app, and I'll admit, I downloaded it for this whole sponsor thing and nothing more at first, but I'm actually super into the app now, so it's not just a stupid little app you'll open once. So I highly suggest you go get the Amino app on the iOS App Store or Google Play. And with that, let's get on to the video. If you watch my BTD and Oxamati, you should most likely know that one of my favorite things to use in video games is a weapon that can pretty much delete its magazine in a fraction of a second. And a while ago, when I was playing Borderlands 2 a lot, Gage's Better Half perk got me thinking. This perk makes it so after you shoot your first half of your magazine, your fire rate increases by X amount. I really wish there was something like that in Warframe. Unfortunately, there's nothing identical to this perk in Warframe as far as I know. However, something that comes a little close is Arcane Acceleration, which has a chance to increase rifles' fire rate on a critical hit. So I needed an already high fire rate primary that is crit applicable, that isn't Soma Prime because I'm not very fond of it. A high fire rate primary I personally love is Boltor Prime, but Boltor Prime isn't a crit weapon, it's a status weapon. However, there is another variant of Boltor that is much more crit applicable. Telos Boltor. Telos Boltor is the Syndicate variant of the Tenno projectile assault rifle Boltor, which fires high-velocity bolts that tear enemies to shreds. Telos Boltor sports 30 base damage, a 16% status chance, 30% crit chance, and a 2.4 times crit damage. This, paired with it being fully automatic and its 9.3 rounds per second fire rate, make it a prime candidate for my bullet hose acceleration build. It, being a Syndicate weapon, has the Truth Syndicate effect, which, upon earning 1000 affinity, detonates, dealing 1000 gas damage to any enemies in a 25 meter radius of you, as well as restoring 25% of your health and increasing all parkour maneuvers by 25% for 30 seconds. Flashback to update 13, I actually had a very negative opinion of Boltor and its variants because it was the meta primary at the time, so I never bothered building it because I saw it in literally every mission. But flash forward to update 18 and onward, I actually built Boltor Prime, and it was at that moment that I found I fucking love that weapon. But flash forward to now, I have built Telos Boltor to help with my acceleration build, and now that I have it full built with a Riven, I love it even more. Unfortunately, it's not the final form Boltor that I would want because I don't have any arcane accelerations, but that's beside the point. Now, even though I don't have the accelerations I need, I do have my Riven, Boltor Chronovizikak. This Riven adds 38.4% more fire rate, 66.7% more crit damage, and 100.2% more damage. Keep in mind, Boltor still has a 2-star Riven disposition. But we're not done with boosting fire rate yet. I've also got Prime Shred, which adds 55% more fire rate and 2.2 meters of punch through. With this and my Riven, My fire rate is boosted by 93.4%, almost doubling it. So, let's move on to my build to see what we've done. I've got Cryo Rounds, Boltor Chronovisicak, and Serration increasing my overall damage. Vital Sense, Point Strike, Hammer Shot, and Boltor Chronovisicak increasing my crit capability and status chance. Prime Shred and Boltor Chronovisicak increasing my fire rate to 18 rounds per second and adding 2.2 meters of punch through. And finally, Hunter Munitions adding a 30% chance to slash proc on a critical hit because I now know exactly how slash procs work and I was wrong for a long time. With this 4-form build in my Riven specifically, Telos Boltor gets up to 1,840 average overall damage and 33,215 average DPS. It isn't going to take out an Eidolon, but you bet your sweet ass I'm taking on every other mission. Now, let's see what Telos Boltor can do. That's going to wrap up this episode of Built to Destroy. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like, and make sure to hit that subscribe button to become a pup if you haven't already. Also, if you want to support me in the channel, consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month, or maybe even buy some merch. My name's JR, and I'll see you guys in the next one.